Hi everyone, meteorologist Ed Valley here taking a look at the Northeast, and we have an important video, but this video largely is just going to touch on the storm, and we'll briefly touch on next week's weather, but this is just a video going over the storm. We have winter storm warnings in effect for a lot of northern and central New England, north of I-84 in Connecticut and Massachusetts and in New York here in pink. Winter weather advisories, Philly, New York, Trenton, coastal New England. And you notice along the coast, not much. That's because we don't expect enough wintry precipitation to warrant an advisory. Okay, so let's go into this. And we're going to, again, this is mostly regarding just the storm upcoming. And we talked yesterday about just that very light stuff moving through southern areas, little sleet, little snow, not accumulating, not heavy enough. Very dry air, as we discussed recently. A lot of dry air with this storm. So let's briefly touch on that dry air because it's real. It really is. I mean, this is the look right now. These dew points are in the single digits. Temperatures are in the 30s. It's a 20-degree difference, right? So you want those numbers to be low, the difference to be low to get precipitation, right? So watch these dew points this afternoon, or watch these temperatures this evening. So you see, by about 9 p.m., the coast is still near freezing. And you notice overnight, they don't really move. It's going to be a marginal event, Philly to New York to coastal New England. It really is. However, watch as we get into the day on Friday. Notice, just inland from the coast, this is valid at 1 p.m. Friday, 32, 34, 32, 34. You get the idea. The warmth is going to be down south of I-78 with this system. So it might briefly get warm in New York, Philly, not for long. So just keep that in mind, okay? So let's talk about precipitation type because this is a complicated one for sure. Most of this evening is dry. However, you get towards 10 o'clock or so, you're going to see some light, very light freezing drizzle or freezing rain break out in parts of Philly, parts of Trenton, parts of Wilmington, Delaware, the mid-Atlantic. And as the precipitation gets heavier, it's going to cool the atmosphere because of those low dew points, right? So watch the New York City area, the Allentown area, and southern New England. Initially, this comes in as a mixture, changes over to freezing rain, or changes over to sleet, and then briefly changes over to snow for a period. But it's only for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. But look at southern New England. This is valid at 2 a.m. Starts off as a mix, but look, boom, snow. Mix east, the next hour, boom, snow as the atmosphere cools. So here's a look at 4 a.m. It's still freezing. Precipitation just north of Philly, New York, Long Island, central and southern New England. Through the morning, you're going to notice the sleet line advancing northward. And by about 8 a.m., it's raining in New York City. It's raining in Philly and Trenton. Freezing rain Allentown, freezing rain in sleet North Jersey, sleet coastal New England, and watch the sleet line advance north pretty quickly during the morning. And it gets right about to the Mass Pike. But notice by noon, precip's ending back west already. This is a quick mover. And you notice the sleet, there might even be just a touch of sleet in southern Vermont, New Hampshire, and all of Massachusetts, but it looks minor. And as the precip ends, this is valid at 5 p.m., snow. So, well, is that all the models saying that, or is that just this one? Well, that's why we're going to show you the European. And you notice the same idea. Notice it's a pretty quick change to a rain, Philly, New York, Long Island. But look at how just north, that's where we keep the freezing precipitation a little longer, snow to the north. Same idea, sleet up to the Mass Pike, snow to the north. And it's all winding down by the evening. By 7 p.m., few flurries and snow showers lingering, and we're done by about 9 o'clock everywhere. How much? Here we go. Let's start south. Not much change. We did lower amounts a little bit. Allentown, New York, New Jersey. 1, 2, maybe 3 inches, but I think 1 to 2 is going to be the theme. Some of that falls as sleet. 3 to 6, coastal New England. North Jersey, Poconos. 6 to 9, north of I-84. North. 6 to 12, pretty much everywhere. The sleet, like I said, just gets just north of the Pike, I think. mostly, if not all, snow north. A little less right along the international border. And then finally, here's the big regional view. Central New England jackpot for sure. Catskills, Adirondacks. Cut off to the south, cut off to the north, less precip north, mixing to the south. What happens after this storm? Well, we are going to get a refreeze pretty quickly during the evening on Friday. So let's start there. You notice we warm up briefly. There's that warm up. But then by 7 p.m., and especially 10 p.m., we're already back below freezing pretty much everywhere. And it's a cold, cold night, Friday night. Okay. Finally, the only other thing to discuss with winds with this storm, this is not a big wind event at all. There's a little bit of wind aloft, but generally speaking, it's, 15 to 30. Maybe on the backside, we gust 35, but it shouldn't be a big windstorm, I don't think. And then once this thing gets out of here, we're going to be dry Saturday, no issues. Sunday, still watching a few snow showers inland, not a big deal, coating to an inch. Dry Monday, dry Tuesday, and then we'll watch maybe a clipper towards the end of the week. I'm not overly concerned about this. This is a week away. Shouldn't have even showed it, but just want to make it clear that the beginning and middle of the week looks dry, and then we'll watch whatever happens towards the end of the week. So that's what we got for you. We'll have another video tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.